EFF leaders Julius, Malema and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi are back at the Randburg magistrate court today. They're accused of assaulting police officer Johannes Venter during Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's funeral back in 2018. Both have previously pleaded not guilty to charges of common assault. Heidi Giokos is there and joins us now. Heidi, the assault case continues today. They last sat in December, I believe, after one of the legal representatives was believed to have come in contact with a COVID-19 patient or somebody that tested positive. What are we expecting today?
We are expecting the matter to continue here at the Randburg Magistrates Court, Mfundo. We do understand that the leader of the EFF, together with MP Mbuyiseni and Ndlozi, have arrived in court. Court normally starts just after 9 o'clock. It hasn't started as yet, but we are expecting it to start shortly. It's important, and you mentioned it in your introduction, Mfundo, that Julius, Malema, together with Mbuyiseni and Ndlozi, have pleaded not guilty to the assault charges before them. This all dates back to Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's funeral, where they were trying to enter Four Ways Memorial Park for the funeral, and they were denied access by the police officer. And this is when, according to footage that has emerged, there seemed to be some kind of scuffle outside the entrance. Of course, Julius, Malema and Mbuyiseni and Ndlozi claimed that they had permission to be inside the memorial park, and they were part of the team that were allowed to, and had access granted to them. However, the police officer claiming that the vehicle was not clearly marked and there was no indication that they were allowed to have access into the Four Ways Memorial Park. So this is when it seems as though the scuffle happened, and of course Malema and Ndlozi maintain that they did not assault him. They were just trying to explain to him that they have a right to be inside the memorial park. However, of course, the police officer saying that he was assaulted, he was pushed, and CCTV footage has indeed emerged. But previously, throughout this trial and matter, we do understand that it's also come out that the police officer indeed had made a copy for himself of the CCTV footage, and Malema and Ndlozi's legal team have questioned the police officer as to why he made a video footage for himself, a copy for himself rather, and that is now being questioned. So I'm sure a lot of more details going to come out today in court, but at the end of the day it seems as though Malema and Ndlozi are pleading not guilty and saying that they had a right to be in the memorial park, hence they reacted that way when they were denied access.
Now, Heidi, before you go back inside, how's it looking outside? Is there a lot of support for the two, or today, or it's still a bit quiet?
It's still a bit quiet, so I'm going to ask my colleague Mohammed to just pan to, which is my left. Already a stage has been set up, and it seems as though supporters will most likely be addressed by their leader, Julius Malema, after court proceedings. This is something that normally happens when Malema does appear in court here at the Randburg Magistrates Court. As you can see, Mohammed is showing you that the stage has already been set up. It's a bit pandemonium here at the Randburg Magistrates Court in Mfundo, because there's also a high police presence, and part of the main entrance of the road has also been blocked off because they were expecting an influx of people to come through. So of course they had to make contingency measures to ensure that they are able to control the crowd. So it will be interesting to see what happens a little later on. Whatever time court finishes, we're not sure when that's going to happen, but as I mentioned, high police presence, and police and Yala is also here, and of course we have seen the stage and are expecting the leader of the EFF to address members. Mohammed is indeed showing you the high police presence, as well as JMPD, to just try and control the traffic, as a large part of the parking lot has also been blocked off.
All right, Heidi, we'll leave it there for now and catch up with you a bit later. That's our reporter Heidi Giokos, who's out at the Randburg Magistrate Court now.